So Venus trying to get her serve in form. Sabine Lisicki, now 30 years of age, World Team Tennis rookie, trying to get some match action after missing a lot of time recently with injury.
Sabine's been away from the game for a while. She's struggled, as you mentioned, with the injuries. You see there the kinesio tape on the right shoulders. As we get into the end of the second week, players are starting to see some wear and tear there. Williams comes in with a lot of responsibility after that starting mixed doubles set going down 5-2, and she has to get this Washington team back in the game quickly.
Venus a point away. And when she's consistently made first serves, she's had great success here during this World Team Tennis season. Hold Williams to begin in women's singles. Sabine Lisicki, breakthrough run 2013 at Wimbledon, beat Serena Williams along the way when she got to the final when Serena had been red hot that summer.
Well, she had early success in the doubles, and that gave her confidence for the singles, and what a player she got to be at a young age, and then the injuries started coming, but this lady really understands the game and can hit the ball very, very hard. And not being a youngster, she will not be intimidated by the presence of Venus Williams in front of her. She has competed at the highest level against Venus, so they are equal down there on the court.
And had great success against Venus, 3-1 on the WTA Tour head-to-head, last meeting in Toronto in 2015. That was Lisicki in a big way, 6-love, 6-3.
Knowing Kim Clijsters and how competitive she is, you know she's regretting the fact that she's not on the court against Venus.
And an ab issue cropped up for Kim here in the past week plus. She rolled through her first few singles matches. Luke Jensen's used her as a sub sometimes to come in and win some games.
For us and for the viewing public to have two icons of the game going head to head, it's something, you know, we regret not having, but Lisicki giving it her all, and she's a champion on her own. Look at how she strikes that ball cleanly to go behind Williams, and Luke Jensen did good putting her in.
All. This would be massive for Lisicki coming in. Only won 20% of her games in women's singles in limited action this year.
And she's a very aggressive player, going for every hole she can see on the court. Sometimes she goes a little too early, but very precise with that forehand.
Game point. Double for Lisicki takes us to a deciding point. That's been a bugaboo for Sabine in playing singles. Double faults have cropped up at inopportune times.
This has been a very strong point for Coach Jensen, with Clijsters being so successful, and it would hurt a lot if Lisicki cannot get some games off of this set.
Sabine with a big forehand and a huge hold for the Empire.
And there you see how she winds up for the forehand. Again, Venus trying to come back, way back on the court. Lisicki with a bit more angle as she goes into the court to hit that one, and staying true to her aggressiveness. That's not going to change. It's great to see her back on the court.
Big fist pump there. She gets on the board. New York leads the overall 6-3. Here's the way it's played out, women's singles for the Empire. When Clijsters has played, good things have happened. When others have played, not as many good things.
That's why it's so important, Lisicki's performance here today. Some players just perform better in the big moments, and this is a big moment. 2 5-5 teams. They started down. She's playing Venus Williams because Clijsters is hurt, and Lisicki maybe gets up emotionally for this match because she has a lot more motivation.
She's got some motivation now, potentially on the way to a break of Venus. Lisicki, confidence from that hold and ripping off a run of points to now potentially get this break.
Well, that was a very deep return that got Williams in trouble early, and look how she gets on top of that one quickly.
Venus on the board in the game.
Venus looks good. Yeah, Lisicki's been hitting a lot of winners, but Venus is moving well. She has some pop on the serve. She hit a huge forehand there. I like the sound of that ball.
Lisicki able to get the break. Massive moment early on here for the Empire, which has struggled without Clijsters in women's singles. And again, this is a huge matchup. Top 4 teams make the playoffs as we enter the final 5-day stretch of the regular season. Orlando winning earlier today to solidify 3rd place. The winner of this one will have the upper hand.
Yeah, the cream is raising to the top, as those 8-2 teams could qualify today with some results. But these 2 teams at 5-5 are basically fighting for that last spot. That's why this is so huge.
And we'll see if Venus Williams can work back and pick up a break. shot not there for Lisicki.
Excessive confidence for Lisicki that everything has worked after that first game. And as you mentioned, a great relief being able to hold serve down 30-40.
Sabine, 101 miles per hour. And still has the fastest serve all time in WTA history, 131 miles per hour.
Well, you know her nickname, right?
Boom, boom.
There you go. That's just a good body serve that caught Venus by surprise. 4 games the difference. We have Sokin, Skupski, and Monroe at Evalo coming up in the men's doubles. That would be the 3rd set. Neil and Jack chatting it up on the bench.
And Sabine Lisicki cracking a 120-mile-an-hour ace to consolidate that break. 3-1. Lisicki over.
Don't count them out yet.
Well, Vitas in her last match against Sloane Stephens was down early, came back to win in a thrilling tiebreak, and she set the stage for another rally here.
I don't know what Lisicki was thinking there. It's been working for her to keep hitting out. That's the way. And it's not easy to hit Venus Williams off from the back. I remember seeing one of the greatest matches I've seen in women's tennis, at quarterfinals of the U.S. Open between Venus Williams and Kvitova. Lisicki certainly doing that here this afternoon.
And the injuries for Lisicki, knee, shoulder, wrist, among others. Trying to get back into full fitness and into match shape too, but you see the power that fueled the great success in her career.
I certainly hope this is a stepping stone for her to come back in big ways. She was headed to the top and was at the top for a bit there when she at 23, 24, and then came the injury. She still has a shot, so as we can see, and she knows what she's doing, feels confident in her abilities, and now has 3 more opportunities to break Venus Williams and put Washington real trouble here.
Well, Lisicki didn't do enough with that forehand, kept Venus in the point, and Williams capitalizes.
And there we go again. She's better when she plays aggressive, and you're absolutely right, Jason. Paid the price right there.
Still more break points for Venus to deal with. there's some power in the response from the Castles bench. This is a big spot.
They know how important this is, and that's vintage Venus Williams. See how she gets ready with the small steps. Look where she hit that winner from, and on her back foot as well.
Deciding point coming up. Williams trying to hold and just stay down one break. Geico timeout. Jensen looking to see if Lisicki can continue his run of good play at the start for the Empire.
That's just great play by Venus. She knew how important this point was, gave it her all, and that sprint to get that ball on the fly. Check it out as she's moving Lisicki all over the backcourt. Comes with the cross court there. She sees the opening. Lisicki had a shot at it, but look at the effort. That's just great. And if Washington comes back and wins this match, we'll remember this game.
When you've won it all like her, that competitive spirit never goes away.
It's pride as well. You know, she really wants to do it for herself, for her teammates, and it's just in your blood.
Venus taking some extra time to get set. Sabine got all the shots so far today.
Yeah, the effort by these two women on the court, and it's so great to see Venus emotionally invested in this match from the beginning. Lisicki knows that she needs to move Venus around.
Second double for Lisicki here in the set. New York taking a Geico timeout. Coach Kleister's in there with Iveta Peshka and 18-year-old Haley Baptiste from Washington, D.C., young player that filled in singles last night for New York.
Haley's soaking it all in. Imagine how much she's learning, sitting right there by King Kleisters.
Lisicki again having great success with a forehand today.
She's hitting that ball very clean at all heights. If Venus goes high to her forehand, she can punish it, and she can come in and do it as well. Cross court, inside out. She's got all the tools. Certainly showing them here today. Excuse me.
That's it. 40-30.
And Lisicki again with nifty touch to get.
Jess Pegula and Tennis Sandgren playing really good tennis.
Venus right now up against it, needs a hold to stay in the set. They would have to break Lisicki to force a set tie break. Second double for Venus. Serve been a little spotty today. She's won 57% of the points on her first serve, which is 43% on her second serve. That'll help the cause.
Yeah, it's just what she needed at this point. And look at that clenched fist there for Williams. Needs to hold his serve, put pressure on Lisicki to serve it out. But this is good old gunfight here, power to power. Two offensive players.
Venus put a little extra oomph on that first serve at 111 miles per hour.
She knows she needs it. She did it right here.
Venus, massive hold. Lisicki, though, with a chance to serve it out for New York.
And she did it the old-fashioned way, serves and forehands. And of course, that passion we always see coming from her. Lisicki now with a chance to win the second set for New York.
And Lisicki hasn't tasted victory in a set this season. A chance to do it right here. Body serve handcuffing Venus. The serve triggering everything for Lisicki today.
And for Venus as well, but Sabine has been on point. Luke Jensen must be very pleased.
Power game, speed to the net. This is looking like Sabine Lisicki turn back the clock.
Yes, it has. And that's what this atmosphere does, you know, when you're playing teammates that are supporting you every step of the way, you get results like this. And the crowd now letting Venus Williams know they're there for her.
Robbie Ginepri wants a Geico timeout.
Venus looks a little winded after that sprint. That's what the drop shots are for. It's very hot out here. This is the toughest match for the players, the one that starts at noon.
This section of the country, like a few others, been in a gripping heat wave the last 10 days or so. Robbie Ginepri still has one more Geico timeout in this set, if needed. Set point here for Sabine Lisicki. She may have already exceeded expectations coming in. If you don't win the set, just win as many games as possible. Well, she's done that, winning 4, and now the chance to give New York a added game in the standings and a huge emotional lift. That'll do it. Sabine Lisicki with her set of the season, 5-3 over Venus Williams. The Hall of Famer Kim Kleister's in there with a big hug for a player that's been struggling in singles. It was not a struggle today, it was success.
And you can tell how emotional Lisicki is. She's crying there because it means the world to her, you know, to come up big for her team. She's been out of the game for so long, and you can just see how important it is. Kleisters knows it, her partners.